Hi folks, today I'm going to talk about how to sing without tension in your body and how to sing without tension in your throat. The most important elements of Appoggio are Appoggio articulation, the posture. I'm going to demonstrate connection between our physical tensions in general, giving you example of martial arts. Also, I'm going to demonstrate the questa o quella in different ways of how should you practice your arias. For those who even have big voice and upper voice, but they don't have experience, they usually have a certain set of positioning body, their postures that they're using all the time. And psychologically you get attached to it, and the body gets attached to this posture. So the moment you start your first experience in opera, even the amateur opera, where you have to move and sing at the same time, would be very, very difficult for you. For some exceptions, this is the proving that exceptions are proving the rule. Some of you actually will find it easier to move and to sing. Maybe minority of you. I'll give you another cute experience. I was auditioning for an opera which I got the role, a very good role with Louis Quilico. I was singing Duke. Well, I sang the Duke the whole role and everything, but I was, like in audition, I was standing in front of the piano and singing all these arias. Apparently the director liked me and she said, yeah, yes, you are singing, I like your voice, I like your expression. Well, can you move and sing? Of course I didn't say anything because this is one of the main concerns. The directors know that some singers have problems of singing and moving, and some even stars refuse. I'll give you another example. One of the best voices ever existed, to my taste at least, it was Steblianko, is Russian Giacomini. I love, he's a really great singer. I don't know why he didn't make the career suitable for his talent, but I was told by one of the guys who actually faced his rehearsing in Covent Garden. The director came to him and he said, listen, Maestro Steblianko, now when you sing this you have to take the flower and bring it to that at the moment. Steblianko looked at him and said, I'm singer, I'm no actor, and refused to do it. Well, maybe that was one of the reasons that he didn't have a career, because he was not flexible in doing things. So we see that clearly some people have problems with moving and singing. And I would say this is not a generic problem. This is your habit. For me personally, when the director mentioned, can you sing the same aria and move? It was inside, okay, I said, oh my gosh, it's so good. Because I always liked moving and singing. It would give me more relaxation. Of course, I moved and sang and I got the role. I also, in one of my examples, I proposed to you to try moving and singing at the same time. Moving and singing. At least, what I don't recommend, this position, a rigid position. Because even if your posture is correct, let's say there is a certain shapes of posture, okay, you stand like this, a little two feet apart, two legs apart, you sit comfortable. But if you get rigid in this position, after a few minutes your body will start get tense and you won't even notice that. That's a phenomenon. And so if you sing all this with the same position, that might cause some problems. So I don't recommend you to get the statue position. What I recommend is, in one of my previous videos I show the posture of the opera singer, which is, I think, the best. Now, of course you find your own ways, but the general principle is, if you move around a little bit, and I show that in the aria, if you move around a little bit, then you will start feeling your body. It's the moving around, it's not because you do something special, but you start feeling your body. So any tension that is not necessary, you start to feel this tension. So that's why the moving is good for not automatic relaxation, but at least of realizing that you're getting tense. And then eventually your mind starts to control that, and it brings your body into a relaxed position, or at least relaxed to the point that you don't use unnecessary energy. This is what relaxation in our business is. It's not a relaxation, it's not using unnecessary muscles. And the other ones, of course, is the moving, which you can also try. Getting yourself against the wall is good for those who actively use chest breathing. We don't use chest breathing at all. The chest breathing is for very small voices. It doesn't have any strength. It's also gets you tense. So if you open your chest and you go against the wall with all your body, put your butt against the wall, put your back against the wall, and then for some reason this position is not good for everyone. Some will get even more tension with this position. At least you will realize that you have no choice but to sing with your low abdominal muscles and eventually diaphragm. So this is a good thing of, instead of, if you don't want to lie down on the floor, because lying down on the floor is the same. This is more challenging, but lying down on the floor is the same, because it gives you the baby position, and the baby position is diaphragmical breathing. I hope you like this video and you draw your conclusions. So let's go to examples. First example is martial arts and how martial arts is connected to singing. Well, of course, the breathing connects everyone. We're breathing with air, so actually air breathing and support should be mastered not by only singers but by martial artists and by anyone who seriously takes his physical body and uses it for some reason. It's important to know that your physical body responds exactly in other ways of your activities, like in martial arts, but the comparison, of course, not the same muscles working the same way, but the principle is the same. Tensioning principle is the same. So you will see it through demonstration of martial arts. Hopefully you get some ideas. I show Appoggio in many comparisons, as like driving car, driving the bicycle. Now it's Appoggio articulation using martial arts. I just want to repeat, for those who never use the Appoggio articulations, probably sounds even impossible, because how can I articulate without using my mouth? Well, of course you use your mouth a little bit, but it's so relaxed, it's almost like this, and the whole energy comes from below, and by that you're basically getting your tongue, and the whole position in your mouth is very relaxed, and so it's very good for resonance and very good for long singing. So if you're a professional singer, of course you can get away with singing 2 songs or 3 songs in a concert, but if you're a professional singer and you sing every other day or you sing big performances, that of course will tie you up enormously. So this is a part of the secrets of Appoggio that I'm revealing to you guys. Thank you very much again, and let's go to the practical exercises and practical demonstrations. Okay, we know that in martial arts, those who are advanced in martial arts, they know that just before they strike, they have to relax totally. Of course, there is a higher hierarchy of martial artists who know that. But there is 2 ways. Let's say if you strike, you can strike with a few seconds of tensing your body before you strike. And that eventually will reduce your energy, so you won't be able to fight for a long time. If you do something like this, one of the reasons not to do that way. The other reason is the strike will be enormously faster and therefore stronger if you are able to just relax before and hit on the split second. So in 1 split second you put all of your energy and strike it like this. So I show you again. Total relaxation before striking. See? Total relaxation. Total relaxation, almost going into meditation. It's very fast. Well, I used to be an amateur martial artist, Kyokushinkai school. I'm not a martial artist, I don't claim to be. But I work with martial artists, including those who have been very, very advanced. I had a student who was second in the world in boxing, and he used to tell me that if you want to strike it really well, if you want to strike it with a big, huge energy, the strike comes from the earth, from low body. So it doesn't go only with your hand, it goes with the whole body. So it's good energy. Of course, if it's a short strike, it goes from the hand. It's like 1 inch or 3 inch Bruce Lee's strike. It's a very short distance, and again requires total silence and so you don't practically have only your fingers to have it, to do it again. Now, what's the common between this, and vocal articulation? Vocal articulation somewhat is similar in physical action. Not experienced guy, they tense their mouth long before they produce the consonant. It usually comes with consonants. So let's say if I want to do, let's say this phrase from the Neapolitan song, Mamma son tanto felice. It's very good for exercising appoggio articulation. So appoggio, reminding you that appoggio articulation doesn't come from the throat, it comes from the support. So the first one, Mamma son tanto felice, this is a small sound and it comes from the throat. But the bigger sound you want, Mamma son, you have to be careful. So let's say mamma. How would you pronounce mamma? What's the difference between appoggio, mamma son tanto felice, and non appoggio way? So first of all, we use that calm silence between of the whole body. The whole physics is silent. Okay, let's say you do it, Mamma son tanto felice. Now, you see, mamma. It's a powerful sound, trust me. You can tense your lips subconsciously, even without knowing it. And your mind get you tense. It's like in fight, for example. If you want to strike, you get tense just before you get to strike someone. If you're not professional, even some professionals do that. But if you're totally calm, your instincts are much faster and therefore more lethal. This is a comparison of martial arts and appoggio articulation. So let me say, Mamma son tanto felice. This is a good comparison. Mamma son tanto felice. Mamma son tanto felice. All comes from my stomach, my appoggio. This is totally free from any energy span. So I can sing with this for hours, with the big sound. And this is one of the secrets of appoggio. Questo quella per me pari sono a quant'altro ed intorno mi vedo del mio cuore l'impero non cedo meglio d'una che ad altra beltà questo quella per me pari sono a quant'altro ed intorno mi vedo del mio cuore l'impero non cedo meglio d'una turning your body.
Questo quella per me pari solo a quant'altre d'intorno mi vedo, del mio cuore l'impero non cedo, meglio ad una che ad altra beltà, e la costorno avvenenza e quel dono di che il fato nel fiore la vita.
One of the correcting postures exercise or another posture is when you put yourself against the wall and like you straighten up your back. Not everybody would like this position, and I don't suggest to everyone because it's not going to work for everyone. For some reason, some people will get tense more with this posture. Anyways, this is good for you not to use your chest and strictly breathing.
Questo quella per me pari solo a quant'altre d'intorno mi vedo.